got it painted, as y'all can see behind me. I'm gonna let it dry over the weekend. Make sure everything's dry before I start putting the engine back together. But in the meantime, I think this is gonna be a wrap for the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on the Jaguar. We're gonna go ahead and try to assemble everything, put all the plastics that need to go, the suspension, put the engine, everything together, put the whole exhaust, the whole 9 yards, get it completely running back. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, give it a thumbs up on the video. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I think I got everything buttoned up in the front, so we're one step ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up right here, all this mess, so I can go ahead and get the forklift in here with the engine, set it up underneath the car, and be able to, you know, put the bolts back in and start working on that. But we got everything assembled right here. As y'all can see, all the panels, all the back panels right here, everything's bolted on. The lines, everything got put back, whatever, everything that was taken out. So let's continue on working and get this thing done. Alright guys, the engine's on. Mount it on. Alright guys, as y'all just seen, we finally getting closer and closer to getting the engine, well, getting the car done completely. We just mounted the engine, as y'all saw. I got it screwed in, but I'm gonna go underneath in a few minutes and put a bolt under for the, or probably mount the transmissions, because so it doesn't sag down. The mount, as y'all can see, I have a jack under there with the piece of wood just holding it up to kind of level it out. But I'm gonna go underneath and just mount it on real quick, and then we can be able to lift it and finish bolting everything on. So let's continue on working. So I got the transmission mounted on and everything's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the drive shaft, put it in, and then put the heat shields on, put the whole exhaust back together, bolt everything I need from underneath, so then I can just lower it and start working on the top and get this thing started today. So let's get to it. I want to hear it run again.
We break down, caving in to our doubts. Faces fear.
Alright guys, so we run into a little problem. I guess the e-brake, because it's electronic e-brake and it's in gear, I can't get it to put in neutral so I can twist the shaft, because one side's already bolted on, but it won't twist. And I need to twist that so I can get those bolts lined up on the transmission. So that's the kind of problem I ran into. But in the meantime, I guess I'm gonna try to go ahead and do whatever I can from the top, and then lower it and get back to the transmission mounts. Well, the drive shaft mounts. Get those bolted in and everything, because that's the only thing I can do. So we'll drop the car and work on the front end.
Faces filled with sadness when words are said will regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us when we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start.
All right, guys. So it took me a while to get the whole radiators and everything put on. It was a hassle trying to get all these lines running through and everything, the hoses. It was just chaos. But we got that in. I gotta go run to the parts store, get some coolant real quick, and then I'll come back and I'll put the intakes, get everything mounted, put the sensors on, so we can start it and see how it sounds. See if it actually runs now. So, alright guys, I got my coolant. Gonna go ahead and pour the coolant real quick, and then we can move on to putting the intakes and all that on, the pipes, and then go ahead and turn on the ignition, put it in neutral, let go of the e-brake, and so I can go ahead and put on the bolt on the drive shaft and everything underneath that I needs to be bolted on, because I don't want to start it without the exhaust and all that. Actually, I can start it without the exhaust. I don't think there's any sensors or anything that's plugged up on there, so that should be fine. We'll get a nice sound on it, see how it sounds from, the cat back without the exhaust on it.
This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better.
Alright guys, I plugged up the battery, so let's see if it'll start. Oh! This thing is loud. I didn't run into a little problem, but I just needed help getting the exhaust put on, so I put that on hold until I can get somebody here at the shop, because I'm by myself today. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the suspension put on, and do the same thing on the other side and see what else I can assemble from the front end. And then maybe tomorrow I should have my brother or somebody down here to help me out and put the exhaust in. That's going to be the end of it. And then it's body time, putting the fenders, headlights, bumper, hood, and all that. So. Alright guys, so I got mostly the whole front end, everything that came out of it, assembled, back installed. The only thing that we got to put on is the wheels, and then we can drop it, pull it out, park it back in its spot until we get the rest of the parts. That's like we're still waiting on the hood, a few like the stabilizer link, we're still waiting on that. And I think there was one more plastic piece that goes right here. We're waiting on that as well. But other than that, that's it. So let's go ahead and put it down, see how it runs.
To a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us when we tried to
Alright guys, so one thing I want to try to do is try out the headlights, see how they light up, see how it looks on the car. So I'm going to try that out real quick. Alright guys, so this is going to be a wrap for the video. I want to say thank you for watching the video all the way till the end. We did a lot of work to the car, from putting the engine together, putting the whole suspension, everything that came out of it, putting it back together. It was a lot easier to do it putting it back together than it was disassembling it, because I was kind of taking my time disassembling it, trying not to break things. But when I was assembling it, it's just a piece of cake, dude. It's so much easier to just slap everything back together. And it was, to tell y'all the truth, it took me literally probably a day putting everything together. But I just was going back and forth working at the shop on other cars and then trying to get this. So it kind of took me a few days to get this video to y'all. But I went ahead and put the headlights on, see how it looks, and it looks amazing. With the running lights, I love it. I can't wait till we get it done. With that being said, I want to say thank you all for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up. If y'all are new to the channel, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.